Today we're gonna do 21 questions with her campus. So today I'm just gonna cover things about HBCUs, college in general, the Atlanta University Center, which we call the AUC down here in the AUC. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of details and stuff, and hopefully answer some questions that you may have been asking yourself. So I have all of the questions on my iPad. How could I forget? I'm also gonna be doing my makeup in the video because I'm getting ready to film another video. HC, you gotta be dedicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually so pissed off because for my birthday, I went to Sephora and picked up my birthday presents, of course. And I also got the Nessa Myricks like tinted primer, and it is so amazing. And I wanted to wear it again, but I accidentally left it because I'm in the process of moving and I'm at my friend's house right now. So I'm kind of pissed off, but it's okay because what we are starting off with is the Super Glow Sunscreen. I use this as a primer because other primers, like, I don't know, I feel like they hydrate my skin too much. But our first question is, what's one thing that you love about your HBCU? If you guys don't know, I go to the illustrious Clark Atlanta University, of course. I love my school, I'm not gonna lie. It's a love that grew over time. But one thing in particular that I love is just the passion that the professors have. Like the passion they have, you can just feel it. Like they want to be there. And the way that they teach you, and the way that they talk to you, and the way that they, like, lift you up. Don't get me wrong, there's some professors that's like but there are a lot of professors that care and that see their students as human beings. So I don't know, I personally, that's one thing in particular that I just love. The professors, like, you feel how much they really care. So I love that. Next thing that I'm going in with, I need my glasses. The Morphe Skin Tint in the shade 2. I got this so long ago, but I really do like it, especially for like just a light beat or whatever. Second question is, what is one thing that you wish you could change about your HBCU? I definitely have some grievances. I'm not even gonna lie to you. One thing that I wish I could change, I'm a political science major, and part of the reason why I really wanted to go to HBCU because I felt like it was just gonna be a place where there was a lot of people speaking out. Like, I'm like, we in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is fake, like the Mecca of the South, no shade to DC, no shade. I thought it was gonna be more like engaging in that aspect, I guess. And that was before I was even a political science major. I was a psychology major at that time, but I guess I thought people were gonna, care more, especially like with all of the issues happening now. I thought when I was going into college that it would be much more engaging in that aspect. So that honestly is one thing that I would change. I would like for my school and my peers to be more engaged with, like, the struggle that Black people are going through. We go to a historically Black institution. We need to be speaking up about Black issues today, not just, what our ancestors had to face, So that's one thing that I wish I could change. Our third question is my school, party school, Clark Atlanta University. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like it can be. There are a lot of parties going on, like, all the time. Now I'm going in with this concealer. This is a classic over here, the LA Girl concealer. This is beautiful bronze. I'm a dark skin baddie, so this is my concealer shade. I'm putting it on this little thing first to kind of spread it out. But if you didn't know, there are also 2 other schools. Well, no, not even. There are mad other schools by Clark Atlanta University, like Morehouse Clark, Spelman, Morris Brown. That's the AUC right there. Then Georgia State is like down the block. Kennesaw State is not too far, like maybe like 45 minutes. It's really, like Atlanta, in my opinion, is really a college town. It's always gonna be something going on, and it's also a big club scene too, Atlanta. If you start going to parties every weekend, you're gonna see very quickly that it's basically the same every single time. It's never as fun as it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course there are those, like, some nights where you're like, oh my gosh, like that was really fun, like we had a great time. Yes, you'll look back at those times and it's like, okay, but those really happens like around special events. Like last year for Halloween, you know, I had a great time, but that was one of the few times where I went out and I was like, okay, this is cool. Maybe like a Taco Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ladies free Wednesday, whatever, you know, just like different vibes and stuff like that, like highs and lows. But I started going out more, and like it was just like, it's never as cool and as fun as it's like supposed to be. It's really not. I always end up tired, stomach hurting, and I feel like, yes, it can be a party school if you like going to parties a lot, but it could also be a very much so a chill place. It's a party school if you want it to be a party school. If you go to parties a lot, it's gonna be a party school. Yeah, it is. The next question is, can you find love in AUC? Like I just said, I was in a committed relationship for 3 years upon coming to Clark. So we had started dating, I think like maybe in April. We had started dating in April before I had left for college. So I wasn't really out in the field and dating and stuff, but when that relationship ended, basically the end of my junior year, and I did start dating, I'm not gonna lie, I barely talked to people that went to Clark or to Morehouse or Morris Brown, like, and it's just because the AUC is messy. Everybody knows everybody. So I have seen love in the AUC. I really have. I've seen people get together and be so cute. Aww. And I've also seen some things that are not cute. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta see that person every day, every party. Oh, they there, you gotta hear about them. Somebody always got something to say about them. They always gonna be somewhere lingering around. Like, that's just not what you want. So I always stray away from that. Yeah, it's not fun from what I hear. Next, is the HBCU experience worth it? I'm not gonna lie, I see this question on like TikTok with people basically saying like, oh, you know, I'm not paying $100,000 for an experience, all of that stuff. And I honestly totally understand. I feel like if that is not something that you prioritize, like, you know, having a super close relationship with the teachers, or like, you know, having a really active campus, if that's not something that you prioritize, then I say don't prioritize it if that's not your priority. If you're like, I'm trying to get out of school so I can get my money up and my funny up, then that's just what it is. I feel like if you want that connection with other people and your peers and your professors, if you value that, then that's where your value is at. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like even though every school has our issues, you get what you pay for at an HBCU in terms of the confidence that it helps you to build. Right now I'm going in with another NY Girl concealer. I'm doing a cream like contour. I'm trying something different today because I also don't have my Fenty contour stick. So anyways, so if those are the things that you value, I think that it's going to be good for you. And if it's not, then it might not be worth it. Like if you know that you're not the type of person that wants to be in that environment or will thrive in that environment, you shouldn't go. And this is why, one of the reasons why I highly suggest like visiting a school that you want to go to before you go. I had a brother that lived down here, so I was able to come see what's going on. But you you really gotta scope the scenery out, because some places you're just not gonna do well in. So regardless of it being an HBCU, a PWI, or whatever, you just gotta really weigh the options yourself. It was worth it to me because this is the experience I've always wanted since I was 9 years old. So I was going to HBCU regardless, like, so that was important to me. So I paid and I went, and yeah. Next question: how did you get scholarships? Scholarships, I'm not gonna lie, for me, I wasn't a scholarship guru. Like, some people's like, yeah, I get scholarships like every other month. Me, no, I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I wouldn't even say it's their fault. It's really my fault. I really don't apply to scholarships as much as I should, to be honest. But there were times where I did apply to scholarships like every single day. I used all these different apps, and I wasn't really getting nothing back, and I didn't understand why. Wow, I found my fancy contour stick. Oh, okay, cool. But I didn't really understand why, so I pretty much just stopped. However, the way that I got scholarships that I did was through like people and programs that I was like familiar with. So I went on a professional development trip with the Thurgood Marshall College Foundation, and they had given me a scholarship while I was there. That was really cool. I also got a scholarship from an organization that my professor founded. I also got a scholarship from my other professor because she had started a nonprofit organization as well. And those are really the ways that I've received scholarships, like through those smaller organizations. So if you are looking for scholarships, I think that is something that you should definitely put some thought into, working with like smaller community-based organizations. Does college really go by fast? It absolutely goes by fast. I can't believe it went by that fast, honestly. You gotta savor every moment, for sure. How was the transition into college? I had a pretty rough transition at first, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was definitely hard, but I think that you just gotta get comfortable with being uncomfortable for a minute if you're going into a new environment, and that you need to keep that in mind. You're not gonna be comfortable all the time, and that's okay. And you're gonna be okay. How do you make friends? I would say get involved with clubs and organizations. Those are where you're gonna meet people that are interested in the same type of things that you are interested in. And that's where you're gonna make connections with people, and that's where you're gonna really find people that you really hang around. The first thing you should do is whatever major that you're in. I'm a political science major, so I joined the Political Science Association so that people that were interested in the thing that I was interested in I would link up with them, of course. So yeah, that's something that I definitely recommend, doing in clubs, to actually go out and find like-minded people that you can spark up a conversation with. And don't be Hollywood when you see them in the caf. Say hey. You can say hey. Be open to people and be nice to people and genuine, because people can sense that. You really have to put yourself out there, and that's one of the best ways I did. And how I got the friends that I have, which I think I have pretty cool friends. I love them. Okay, in this friends vein, do your friends from high school really last in college? I went in with the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Strawberry Drip. I did keep the friends that I have from high school because I was always going home. Like I said, I was in a committed relationship at the time, so I was always coming back home to New York to visit him, to visit my family, to visit my friends. And once my parents moved down to Atlanta, I started staying in Atlanta more. So it has been definitely harder to talk to my friends and like be on the phone with them and stuff like that. We be active in a group chat sometimes, but whenever I do go home, I be with them and we be living it up. So I would say you do keep the friends that you have in high school. If those are the people that you value, you're gonna keep them in your life. I love my friends from high school. Those are my girls forever, and that's just it. So I think it's easy when those are people that you really love. Of course, you're gonna lose some people, but the people that you stick with, they're gonna stick with you. And when it's not aligning no more, sometimes you gotta let it go, and that's a part of growing up. So I think so. Okay, so what's the tea on dorm style living? I'm not gonna lie, I did not have a good experience dorming. I did not have a good experience dorming at all. My roommates were nasty, like actually nasty, like dirty. Like it was bad. That was not the best experience. I cannot lie. Luckily though, there are different types of dorms that you can have. I had a dorm where we all had our own room, thank God. But we had to share a bathroom and a kitchen. Basically 3 of us on one side, so 3 here and 3 here, bathroom, kitchen. And the people that I was staying with, the 2 girls, were both dirty. And so I did not have a great dorm experience, but I know a lot of people who had really good roommate experiences and became really close with their roommate and have stayed friends for the whole time while they've been in college. So I would just say have an open mind and don't psych yourself out with roommates. If you do have a bad roommate experience, just know that it ends. It's gonna end at the end of the school year, and then you're done. You don't have that long. Don't go off on nobody. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not endorsing that. Anyway, on to the next question. Our next question is, how do I make college great? I put this question because when I was applying to college, everybody was saying, college, what you make it, college, what you make it, college, what you make it. And it's like, okay, so what can I do to make it good? Like, now I'm going in with this Maybelline Fit Me Poreless Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 35. The way that I would suggest making college good would be to, number 1, prioritize schoolwork and being organized, getting involved on campus, whatever that looks like for you, getting involved with clubs that you're interested in, whatever your state you're from, join that state club. You like cooking, join the cooking club, join the cafeteria club, whatever. Just find out what it is that you love to do. And I will also say be open to changing your mind, be open to other ideas so that you can really expand and see what it is that you like to do and where you're supposed to be, and you'll be good. Next question, how much do I need to save before I go to college? I would literally say save up as much money as you can, but I would aim to get you through your first semester $5,000. Like at least $3,000. I feel like that would put you in a comfortable position. I'm taking this Fenty stick and I'm gonna do a little more contour, but I would feel like that would get you in a comfortable place where you will not have to struggle during that first semester as far as money goes. So I would say over the course of your senior year, strive to save up between $2,000 and $5,000, and I feel like that's a good number to start with because you're gonna need it. Like, you're going to need it. You need to live. So what should I think about when choosing a school? I would say think about location. Where it is that you want to be. Do you want to be in the city? Do you want to be in the country? What kind of people do you want to be? What's the demographics of the place that you're going? Do you really care about that? Ask yourself all of those questions because all of those things will definitely reflect your experience. Also ask yourself what major you're thinking about doing, whether or not you're super passionate or you're just really going to college to explore, which is totally fine and great if you had the opportunity. So yeah, just ask yourself those questions, do lots of research on your school, watch YouTube videos, and yeah, you'll definitely figure it out, a place that speaks to you. Visit if you can, but even if you can't, you'll be able to make that determination if you do enough research. So that's definitely what I recommend. Next question, what should I think about when choosing a major? So when choosing a major, I would say think about what it is that you want to do, but don't put too much pressure on it. Like, if you can't find a major, don't say, oh, well, I'm not going to go to college. if you really want to go to college, because you can always change your major. Now I'm going in with, I don't know what this is. This is it's something I got from CVS. It's a CVS blush, and this blush is the best blush I ever had in my life, and I love it, and I had it since high school. This is the second one that I bought. When I get a new one, I will tell you. But anyways, yeah. So I would say don't put too much effort into it. Just find something that you like to do, that you're interested in, and narrow it down. And if you want to change, you can always change classes, take different electives that you think you would fit with, and yeah, you'll be fine. You'll figure it out on the way. Just make sure you start in the vein of something that you want to do. You'll find your way. I went into college as a psychology major, thinking I wanted to be a therapist. Now I'm a political science major, and I'm thinking about being a lawyer. So you just never know what can happen, and let it flow. What do you do when you think you won't graduate on time? So this really happened to me. I had changed my major my sophomore year. The end of my sophomore year in college, and I ended up taking a whole bunch of classes that I needed for psychology that didn't transfer over to my political science degree. So I had to basically take 2 more classes in order to graduate. So I wasn't able to graduate on time in 4 years. And at first, I was a little bit upset about it, of course. Well, that's what you're supposed to do, which is take your time and figure out what you're supposed to do, because you're in college. So do that. Take your time. What if I don't have the HBCU look? So I don't know if this is still a thing, but when I was applying, the HBCU look, like you had to, get fly, have a 30-inch bust down and a bag, and you're doing all of this stuff, and just get crazy the first week of school, whatever, and that's not what it is. Like, I wear sweats, I wear like sets, whatever, I do be having my hair done, but girl, don't even worry about that. People be minding their business. We're just regular human beings, like anywhere else. Nobody cares, especially once midterms come. All of that, I'm wearing this to school, I'm getting fly, all of that is done. So how do I get an internship? Internships these days, you really gotta know somebody. Your associations and stuff, and they have guests, or your professors have guests. Get in, figure out, what do you do? Like, what opportunities could I get you with? Just whoever you meet, get to know them as much as you can, and figure out what pathways to take. And people will lead you there, especially if you go to HBCU. People want to help you, they want to see you do good. So just focus on getting to know the paths that you want to take and asking how people got those opportunities. And don't fear rejection. When one door closes, another opens. So just prioritize that. Next, what should I not do in college? Just listen to them off rapid fire. Don't mess up your liver or your lungs. Don't be irresponsible. Have fun, but don't be irresponsible. Take care of yourself. Don't burn yourself out. Yeah, those are things that you should not do. Is college really that different from high school? Yes. It's more work, more time on your hands, less parents. Prepare yourself for the transition. Don't think it's going to be the same. You're in for a rude awakening. Just be open to different things and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Last thing, do you recommend going to an HBCU? Yes, I do. My HBCU made me such a more confident and just capable young woman. And it's one of the best decisions I ever made. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I definitely recommend. And yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and support me and my Campus Sisters. Love you guys. Later.